Hello, Jeff. Hello, Stolen Star. Hello. Howdy. Hair looks good today. Thanks. It looks pretty alright. It's almost reaching a point where I need to get another haircut soon. Well, actually, no. I still have like a week or two. Or like 2 weeks. Cerebus, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 16 months. I appreciate it. But yeah, hello. Hope you're all doing well. I was originally going to do something else today, but I keep going like back and forth on like the actual, like how I want to do the actual content for it. And that's been making it tricky to actually do the specific stream. Recently watching a lot of your videos. It's pretty awesome the amount of effort you put into them. Yeah, there's a lot of like really cool stuff we've gotten to do on the channel. I do need to I need to figure out some like lower effort stuff that isn't actually lower effort. And what I mean by that is I need to do good ideas that'll make good videos that don't require like 20 hours of mod work. Like obviously I still want to do more mods, but it's really tough to get like a new mod every single week. Like I'll have like Amethyst does stuff for me, but like she's really busy, you know, she has school and also other people in her work queue. Sine is another person who has like their own stuff going on. And then with Cupcake's been pretty like available. I feel like every time I've asked them to do stuff, they've like been able to finish it in like a pretty fast time. But the problem with that stuff is it's really hard to come up with unique custom map ideas for videos. Like I just don't like have as many ROM FS mod ideas as I do code mod ideas. So it's tricky. There's really custom maps that are worth making a whole video out of. Yeah, like that's the hard part. Especially since like, I think the best way to put it is, like I can make a custom map video and I think it could get like a couple 100,000 views or whatever. But I don't want to make videos where it's just like, oh, it's gonna get a couple 100,000 views and that's it. I wanna shoot for higher goals, if that makes sense. Because it's something I know I'm capable of. I almost got demonetized under the cat because of a cat picture because of a YouTube go streaming on YouTube. Nice. But yeah, it's tricky. Stuff's hard. I'm definitely like trying to figure out like what are more Mario ideas that I can do that aren't modded, but there really just aren't many right now, and it just sort of sucks that everyone's so busy. And like, it's not an issue that can be solved just by being like, oh, I'll try and like throw more money at it or whatever. Cal the Wiz, thank you for the tier 1, I appreciate it. Try min cap stuff? I don't want to do min caps. I need to learn to mod the game myself. I already did a video on that though, that's the thing. I think realistically what I need to do is what I'm already doing, which is branching out. Because, like, if I have, you know, somebody who, like, a Pokemon mod guy, a Mario mod guy, and, like, a mod guy for, I don't know, just another game I decide I want to work on. Like, Zelda. You know. Then even if people can only get, you know, mods to me like every month or two, I can still like be putting out content that is like new, unique stuff. Wait, it's Talkatoo. Don't be dumb. Nice shot with the chain chomp. Across the floating aisles. Past the chasm lifts. Alright. Across the floating aisles, I think is best. They're all slow, but I think this is the least slow. All his mods have turned into great videos. Well, I plan on doing more videos like that. Like, admittedly, the idea of replacing every texture in a game is not my idea. I stole it from somebody else. I mean, I even mentioned that in the video. But I want to do more of it. Think Amy should commission you for a mod and make a video on it? Well, that's the thing. I can't make code mods, and I don't want to learn how to make custom maps. Try the Manhunt mod that Span and CJ did. I will probably ask Small Ant about me being allowed to do a video on that mod after Small Ant posts a video on it. As I'm pretty sure Small Ant still hasn't done a video on it, so it'd be really weird if I asked him like, hey, can I do a video on this? Because it's literally his mod. So I would love to do a manhunt video at some point, but you know, I would imagine the person who commissioned the mod should, you know, be able to get out a video first before I start trying to like bother him about it. Taking notes, jumping on the palm. Skull sign in the transparent maze. Bullet bill maze, breakthrough. Those are all very far from each other. What do I think the best SMO costume is? I don't know. I mean, they're all pretty good. Cardboard Boxer, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. People really haven't asked about the new Mario trailer much. We reacted to it on stream yesterday because it was in the middle of hide and seek and like CJ and people wanted to watch it. Movie looks fine. Chris Pratt's voice is still really funny. More than two people manhunt. I think Small Ant said manhunt would need to be rebalanced to do more than two people. Which, from what I've seen of the manhunt mod, that is true. I feel like it would be impossible if it was 1v2. Luigi sounds good. I think the only person that sounds uncanny in the Mario movie is Mario. The more you hear of Mario, the more you like it. Fair enough. I still don't think it's fitting, but like, I don't think it'll really matter that much. Is it side path or breakthrough? Okay, it's breakthrough. Newvid is awesome, thanks. It's doing all right. It's my first time having a sponsor segment in a video. So I'm interested to see how that affects it. If at all. Because it's one of those things where I like can't even know for sure. Like if it gets less views, if it has anything to do with there being a sponsor in it or not. You think it'll grow on you within 5 minutes of being in the movie? Yeah, probably. Secret of the inverted mural. On the statue's tail. All right, I guess I'm doing inverted pyramid. Desert gardening, seed on a cliff. All right, I'm gonna get that first because it's such an out of the way and annoying moon to get. You ended up watching the whole ad. I mean, it was just a pretty standard ad read. I do like HelloFresh's product, like genuinely. So I was able to like talk about it genuinely, and I think that helps. But I don't think my ad read was groundbreaking in any way, if you know what I mean. Like some YouTubers, when they do ad reads, they'll do like this like crazy sketch with it. And like, I think stuff like that is really cool. I think it's definitely like something to aim for, if you can. But yeah, I don't know how to do that yet. Maybe eventually. Was the final product I showed was the actual food I made? Yes. On the leaning pillar. Okay. 99% of people do skip through sponsor ads, but it's good for audience retention if you can make an ad that people don't want to skip through. And it's also better for the sponsor too. Like, I would imagine if you're a sponsor and you're in, you know, you're making a partnership with a YouTuber to have a sponsored read in your video, I would imagine you'd be willing to pay more money if you think more people are actually going to watch the sponsor read, if that makes sense. So I would imagine those YouTubers who do like really high effort sponsor reads probably get paid more on average for the sponsors. I could be completely wrong, but that's just sort of like the impression I would get. Because if you want to watch somebody's, you know, sponsor, that's a good thing. Like think like Super Bowl ads in a way, right? Like some people want to watch those, and I think that might inherently make them like probably more valuable per like ad impression. I'm a marketer. As your sponsor to write a script, it's not your job to make the product interesting. Well, of course. But it's my job to make my video interesting. So like with the sponsor slot, Like, obviously, I'm given, like, deliverables and stuff like that. Like, things I need to talk about, but I always have the flexibility to talk about it in my own way. And this is the same for any other YouTubers. So, I don't know. I think it's all interesting. We'll see how I end up taking it long term, because this isn't going to be my last time I do a sponsored read in a YouTube video. It might not even be the last time I do one with HelloFresh, because as it turns out, chat, I like HelloFresh. Wait, this is not the moon I'm supposed to be getting. You still get money from viewers that skip ad reads. I'm not gonna go into details because I don't want to accidentally say something that would get me in trouble. But I'm sure there are YouTubers out there, or like creators out there, who have done breakdowns of how the advertising space works on, you know, platforms like YouTube and Twitch, and how sponsors usually work. Did I get free food? They did send me a box, and it was delicious. I did get free food. Do I get free food for life now? No. I do not. Shame. Yeah. I did ask them though. I did specifically ask them, like, hey, am I allowed to use my own discount code? So yeah, I wasn't supposed to warp. Why did I warp? I assume they said no. So I don't want to say, I'm just trying to be careful to make sure I don't say anything I'm not supposed to. Sand Quiz wonderful. Rumble from the sandy floor. Ooh, these are good moons. Lost in the luggage. Ooh, these are good moons. Like, basically they said I was allowed to use my own code, but they also said it, like, doesn't count. And what I mean by it doesn't count, I mean, like, they track, like, oh, this many people signed up using your code. I wouldn't count, basically. I think that's the best way to put it. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, I get the discount, but it doesn't count towards uses. My favorite category? I still like all moons a lot. It's just hard for me to find time to run it. All moons is a really fun Odyssey speedrun. It's just 8 hours. Speaking of long things on stream, chat, I've been going back and forth on how I want to do the shiny hunting stuff. because I want to do a shiny hunting video. And the gimmick is I'm going to kill all the shinies because I think it's funny if I do that. However, I have not decided how many hours of shiny hunting I want to do for the video. Not been able to decide on that. Ice Cave Treasure. Alcove in the Ruins. Let's do Alcove in the Ruins. Just watched Who's New Sardines video. Nice. I still want to do a Sardines hide and seek video. But the Sardines sessions just haven't been happening too often. I am doing a hide and seek video on the last session though. The one from yesterday. So there will be more hide and seek content on the channel. Just another like standard round. Who dropped a vid on the 10-player Sardines? Nice. Linkus got his vid out too? Yeah. Pretty neat. Kitty, thank you for the tier 1 for 8 months. I appreciate it. But yeah, going back to the shiny hunting thing, I'm leaning on doing one of two things right now. I either want to do 24 hours of shiny hunting and then do all of that shiny hunting in one stream, or do 100 hours of shiny hunting and do that over a lot of streams. I haven't decided yet. Got hopping in the forest. Not around the corner. Elevator escalation. Elevator escalation's annoying because I need to beat Spewart for it. It's a lot of shiny hunting. I mean, yeah, either way, it's a lot of shiny hunting. So part of the reason I like 100 hours is because it makes for a good video title. It goes along the same line as like 100 days in Minecraft, except the catch is it's like in reality a lot longer. Like 100 hours is a very like formulaic number. Like it is just a very good number for a video. But the issue is it's 100 hours. Past the peculiar pipes. Behind the rock wall. We're gonna do Spewart so we can get behind the rock wall and elevator escalation. I don't see 100 hours in a video title and expect it to actually have been 100 hours, honestly. That's fair. Though, I wouldn't lie. Okay, well, I guess we're getting past the peculiar pipes first, because I accidentally fell into deep woods. Yeah, 100's a really good big round number. And I do think it makes for a better video if I actually do spend 100 hours shiny hunting. Because it leaves a lot of room to like explore a ton of different shiny hunting methods to make the video interesting. And it also opens up, you know, just having that good title. Think it seems too clickbaity regardless if it's true. Clickbaity is good though. That's the thing. That's the thing. Even if you don't like it, a lot of the times it works. Money changed you? Well, okay. To build off of like the clickbaity is good thing, chat, we're not talking about like blatantly lying here. We're just talking about really formulaic YouTube titles that are like expected and tried and tested. I'm not gonna only spend like I'm not gonna like go in and be like, oh yeah, 4 in-game days passed, so it's been 100 hours. 100 hours could be 5 work weeks, 4 hours each day. Yeah, and that's the problem. Oh, we have both elevator escalation moons now. That's actually not bad. But yeah, basically, if I wanted to do 100 hours shiny hunting, I feel like the way I have to think about it is about 10-hour streams is what I would be committing to. I think we all expect some level of hyperbole with titles nowadays. Yeah, I think there's a truth to that. Like the main thing I've learned with like YouTube titles and thumbnails and stuff like that is they just have to be like accurate enough, if that makes sense. Like if you click on a video, it has to at least be tangential or close enough to what you thought you were getting when you clicked on it. Like it doesn't have to be like 1-to-1 accurate. But it has to be close enough. When I say it like that, it does sound like a lot, because it is a lot. It would be a huge commitment. But at the same time, I don't have like any content right now to like do on stream. So. Also, thank you for the raid crossbow night. I appreciate it. And thank you for the good luck with the Talkatoo as well. Clickbait is annoying when it pretends to be informational, like an article headline. Yeah, like on YouTube. Again, I think personally it is only truly clickbait if you click on the video and you get something that you weren't expecting. It's behind the rock wall I have, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Gosh dang it. Where's my dude? I think you just subconsciously avoid clickbait sounding titles unless it's from a creator you block regardless. That's fair. I would say out of every, gosh dang it. I would say out of every video on my channel, the most clickbaity video is every 5 minutes I install more mods because it's actually, because it has a very formulaic thumbnail. Like, you know, you have the hour 1, hour 4 thing, and then you have like the 2 side-by-side panels. And also, in reality, it is actually every 5 to 10 minutes a new mod is added. So it's not actually every 5 minutes. It is a random, it randomly chooses a time between 5 and 10 minutes to add. Does changing a video title often matter for statistics? A lot of YouTubers are really big on like the importance of titles and thumbnails, and I think there's a truth to that. I think there's a truth to that. Thought it was just another video you saw before because it had pretty much the same thumbnail. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty standard thumbnail. That being said, you may have scrolled past it, but that is one of the best performing videos on my channel. So it did work. It's weird, but yeah, it just sort of goes back to like the whole like YouTube thumbnail title meta is weird. And also the title every 5 to 10 minutes I add a new mod sucks. It's just not a good title. It's your top vid. It's a good one. Not hidden in the fog. Loving the forest ruins. Oh, those kind of go well together. Treasure made from coins. Hey, that one sucks. I'm just not gonna get it. But yeah, I've mentioned this before, but once Amethyst has time to work on her queue again, we're gonna be doing an every time I take damage I install more mods, which is basically just the add more mods every 5 minutes mod, but it works differently and there's some extra stuff added. I think that'll be a lot of fun when we can finally do it. Though that probably won't come out as a video until like January, unfortunately. Because Amethyst is behind on her queue. And I think what she was telling me is probably by the end of December she hopes to have her queue cleared, so I feel like it'll be a January upload. I'm gonna remove the one bad filter from the filter mod. I think I told her to remove it. Road run. Shopping in Steam Gardens. Why does Twitch give so many ads? Because Twitch has been making a really big push towards advertising as a primary way creators make money, which is unfortunate because it negatively impacts the viewer experience. But it's just too big of a portion of like so many creators' revenues at this point. The hardest purple coins to fight in Metro Kingdom? I don't know. Some kingdoms have like purple coins that come to mind immediately when people ask what's the hardest one, but not Metro. You know, I subscribe and avoid ads? That's true. You can also use an ad blocker, but however, that's that means I don't make any money. Climb the cliff, get the nut. And with wooded art. Alright, which is climb the cliff, get the nut. Oh. I know what one that is. Jay Simsky, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Most ad blockers getting the hey ads are happening now screen instead of ads now. I see. It's a weird thing. Like, so I've talked about this before. I don't care if people use ad blockers in my content as long as everybody's not using ad blockers. That's like generally my opinion, which is a really weird opinion to have, I think. But I think it makes sense, somewhat. Like, I guess it's sort of a thing where I don't really mind if an individual is using it, just if it becomes the norm. If it becomes the norm, then, you know, my job is threatened. Because content creation is pretty heavily like made a career because of advertising. Our secret little room, that's right here. Super secret zipper, that's not a bad moon either. On the lake shore. Is that the prediction moon? I know that's the prediction moon sometimes. Oh no, it's Dory Backrider this time. All right. Into the hidden passage. Easiest kingdom in Talkatoo percent? I mean, the one we're in right now, Lake, is pretty easy. Problem with Twitch ads is the ad themselves is just they're allowed compared to stream. That's fair, and that's like, I feel something that's hard to manage. Because like every single stream on Twitch is gonna have different audio balancing. Which, speaking of, that's something I've been meaning to re-examine on my stream. Feel underdressed. Pressure in the spiky waterway. All right, that kind of sucks. Like, the audio on my stream isn't perfect, and I want to balance it a bit better. Mainly, I want to try and see if I can fix the issue where I sometimes get microphone peaking. I was listening to something I recorded for a friend recently, and it was just like, man, my mic is peaking a lot, and that's been an issue for a while. In spite of me having a really nice audio setup, I still peak my microphone, which is something that shouldn't be happening. So I need to fix that. I feel like I've always had perfect volume. Well, I mean, I think like the way I have sounds relative to each other is fine. But I think on average, my stream's a little quieter than others. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to try and fix that. My microphone's amazing. I have a really good microphone. I just still managed to peak it. Taking notes in the cliffside. Okay. What does peaking mean? I don't know if I could explain it in technical terms, but it basically means you get too loud and it breaks the audio. Here, let me look it up. What's the technical? What does microphone peaking like technically mean? Yeah, peaking is the distortion caused by speaking or screaming too loudly for the poor sensitive microphone. Yes, I just have my mic set up poorly, so it's really easy to peak. Just need a compressor plugin. I have a compressor plugin, but I don't think I have it set up very well, and that might be the problem. So I think I need to go back in and mess with the compressor plugin a little bit. And that'll hopefully fix the issue. And I can like scream into my mic and see if it peaks. Uncle Finny, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I don't have a follow age command. Just click on your name. It'll show when you followed. That's a thing? Yeah, it's why I refuse to get a follow age command. Technology is great sometimes, but there are also times when it makes an easy task harder than it needs to be. You followed me on April 1st? Knowing how you are, Sonny, I can't tell if you're just lying or not. Below the cliff's edge. Moon shards in the jungle. Repeller pillar secret. How's my day going? It's going all right. Having a decent day. Is that right? 1 month after first hide and seek did. Oh, that's so weird. People who've been around the stream for a while now are people who came in after hide and seek started. That's so weird to think about. When's the next hide and seek? It's usually like weekly or semi-weekly, so maybe next week. inside the rising stone pillar, over the fuzzies above the swamp, cave gardening. Alright, chat, I promise it's intentional. On the mountain road. On a tree in a swamp. So my almonds and 100% world records on YouTube. There's a lot of people from that era. Because that was like, I've talked about it before, but that was like my first time the stream was like big, I guess. Are we Talkatooing today? Yeah, we're just doing some Talkatooing. I was originally gonna do the If I Say Mario stuff, but I'm not ready to do that. I wanna see how frequently it gets false positives before I try and do that challenge on stream. Because if it gets way too many false positives and ends up looking like an impossible challenge, I just probably shouldn't do it. Get some rest, Captain Toad. Twist and turn up treasure. Caged gold. All right, we'll do caged gold and Captain Toad. You want to hear from Pet the Pup at the party? I don't think anyone is here from Pet the Pup at the party. And if you claim you are, you're lying. I don't believe you. Anyone here from Hyperlight Drifter? I mean, Sean, technically, I think. One of the mods. Swinda doesn't count. I knew Swinda like 5 years before I started speedrunning. I met them playing Minecraft when I was like 12. So they don't count. The same goes for Maple. If I knew them before I started streaming, I can't say they came in when I started streaming Hyperlight Drifter. Have I started / finished Christmas shopping yet? I haven't done any Christmas shopping yet. I'm thinking about it, like, what do I even do for Christmas shopping? Like, I'll end up getting my parents something, I'm sure. I'll figure that out on my own. My brother's in the Marines, and he's gonna be, like, deployed. So, I don't know what that opens up for me, like, getting him, you know? What about my other brother? I don't know what he would even want. I'll figure something out. What am I getting, Lily? She's a dog. She doesn't understand the concept of Christmas. Get your Marine brother crayons as someone from ex-military. What is this a reference to something? I don't get it. What's the lore? It's a reference to Marines eating crayons. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Do you play any other games? On stream, it's been a lot of Mario recently. We've done some Pokemon, and there will be more Pokemon. And there might also be some more Splatoon soon. I still want to do Permadeath, and I want to finish that. I don't think I'll make a video on it when I finish it, but I do still want to do it. Doing a Scarlet Violet? Yeah, I want to do other Pokemon games too, though. I don't know when that'll happen. Vaulting up a high rise. Jumper up hero. Inside the rotating maze. Which one's vaulting up a high rise? Yeah, consider playing other 3D Mario games on stream? I have. But I still want to learn to speedrun Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's been on the shelf. Right now, I would say when it comes to like other games, Pokemon is the priority right now. Vaulting is the secret one. All right, I'm just gonna trust you. But yeah, Pokemon's the priority right now because it's such a new game. And then as Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom, you know, as that gets closer to release, there'll probably be some more priority for Zelda content. Do you think an SMO2 will ever come out? Probably not. Mario game would I want a sequel to the most? As much as I don't really like SM64, the prospect of an SM64 sequel is interesting, because to me that means the game wouldn't have a gimmick and it would just be a 3D Mario game. And I think that would be interesting. Off the beaten wire. How did they take out the trash? Remotely captured car. But realistically though, SMO2 feels more likely, and I would probably have more to gain out of an SMO2 because I'm a Mario Odyssey content creator. At least that's what people know me for. I want to be more than a Mario Odyssey content creator. Which is why, you know, I did the Pokemon video. And the Pokemon video is doing well. It has almost like 150,000 views or something like that, which is fantastic. They might make a game out of the Mario movie. Yeah, I can't wait for the Mario movie, the game. Totally see SMO2 coming a year out after that. I could see them releasing Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. And then months later announcing a new 3D Mario for release this year. Like, I think the earliest a new 3D Mario happens is
Hi. Mm-hmm. Oh.
holiday season 2023. Sorry, not when I say this year, I mean the year Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is released. Or I guess The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I'd be a bit surprised if we get a second 3D Mario for Switch. Yeah. That's the trickiest part of it. Maybe announced in February Direct. There's a part of me it feels it would be really unlikely for them to announce a 3D Mario before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. They did a surprise drop, we're releasing a new Mario tomorrow or something, it would get leaked. And also, I feel like that would be a dumb decision marketing-wise. How you doing, Captain Toad? Over the crowd. Inside an iron girder. Also, sort of random chat, but I'm finally looking into actually getting a new phone. My phone is a bit over 5 years old. And it's funny, I actually found out like exactly how old my phone was today, because my authenticator app had the old like phone device listed as something that had used, you know, the authenticator before, and it basically said on it like last seen like late 2017. So it's like, oh, I guess my phone really is 5 years old, huh? Then an iron girder, higher over the crowd. Let's get higher over the crowd first. Actually, no. Let's get inside the iron girder first. But yeah, I'm finally looking into a new phone. Which also means I'm gonna have to pay my own phone bill. And that part kind of sucks. Phone plans look expensive. Like I was looking at those Verizon phone plans because Verizon is what I've had with my parents for the longest time, and it's just like, it's expensive. Keep on my parents' plan. My parents want me off their plan. Sewer treasure. Left at the cafe. Ooh, give me another good one. Pushing through the crowd. That actually works. That works. Single plans are usually more expensive. Maybe I can bother my parents and just be like, hey, can I just pay you to stay on your plan? Because as it turns out, that was the wrong moon, but it's fine. Google 5 plan is only $34 a month. That's still expensive. That's the thing. $34 a month. But compared to like the other stuff, yeah, that's pretty cheap. Here you can easily spend your phone meal in a single McDonald's meal. I couldn't do that. But your brothers and you do. Yeah, I might just have to see like, okay, if I stay on my parents' phone plan, like I'll just ask them like, hey, if I stay on your plan, how much does this cost? Like how much would I have to pay you to stay on your plan compared to, you know, what I'll be paying on my own plan? I do kind of like the idea of being on my own plan though, chat, because it means I have my own stuff. You know, it's nice to be able to manage how something of yours functions. Like, there's definitely an appeal to that. Like, that's one of the big appeals about moving out. Like, sure, I'm paying buckets of money on rent every month now, but it's my space. I can do whatever I want with it, as long as it's lease abiding. Well, I already set my own bedtime before I moved out, but I get to choose what's in the fridge, chat. And you know what that means? There's like 40 Red Bulls in the fridge, and not because I want 40 Red Bulls in the fridge, but because I inherited them. And then there's also like 33 cans of sparkling water in there. My fridge is actually hysterical because it's just like all the Red Bull I got for being in Pooh's events. And then there's just a ton of sparkling water. It's not LaCroix. I've been trying the other brands. The sparkling water brand I've been trying this time is the it's the one that uses a polar bear. You need me to buy groceries? I have bread and cheese in my fridge. I also have some frozen food, like any young adult would. And HelloFresh. I already ate all the HelloFresh. Because it's like fresh food, chat. Fresh food you gotta eat. Top of Blustery Arch. Treasure of the Ice Wall. Shavarian Treasure Chest. What was the first one? It's my favorite non-HelloFresh meal I've made since moving out. I haven't made any fancy non-HelloFresh meals. I have like zero cooking experience. Wait, this is the wrong room! I currently in possession of any vegetables? No, but I have fruit. I should buy a bag of baby carrots though, because I will eat all of those. You still got fruit, you don't want scurvy? I know, I'm not gonna get scurvy. Carrots and hummus? I don't even need hummus. I'll just eat the carrots. I could put the bread and cheese in a pan and make grilled cheese. I could, but that's not like, that's cooking, but it's not cooking, if that makes sense. Like in the same way that it's not cooking if I put cheese sticks in the oven. It's just heating up frozen food. That's not cooking. What's basic cooking? All right, fine. Let's get an air fryer. My parents asked me if I'd want an air fryer for Christmas, and I said yes. So in about 25 days, I might have an air fryer. Air fryers and rice cookers. I should learn to make some rice dishes, because rice is really good. And then I can justify buying a rice cooker. It'd be genius. Elcar, thank you for the tier 1 for 33 months. I appreciate it. Slip behind the ice. Moon shards in the cold room. Well, I guess I need one more purple. Behind Snowy Mountain. I can get a purple while getting this moon. Cleaning them is not easy though. I was thinking about this recently. So I got a new toaster that it was basically a housewarming gift. And how do you clean a toaster? Most of them have a tray at the bottom to remove. There's a crumb tray. That would make sense. See, you can tell I've only had the toaster for like, since I've moved out, and that I've only used it like twice. I've made toast once. And I also bought some of those like frozen hash browns you can get, chat. You can just pop those in the toaster. I should learn how to make proper hash browns. There's no way that's hard, right? There's a good cookbook called Help My Apartment Has a Kitchen. I like that name. Yeah, all this being said, chat, one of the biggest dilemmas I've run into personally with cooking is it's time consuming. So yeah. Or they make meals that span multiple days, but then I have to meal plan. And that takes time. Chat, it's a progress. It's a process. It'll take time. Or how about you just invest in HelloFresh? I mean, I did mention earlier that I did ask them if I was allowed to use my own discount code. And they said yes, so I may get some HelloFresh. Ba-da-dum. I'm just gonna have to make time, but I gotta spend all day, every day working on videos. It's almost December, chat. That's when the ad revenue goes up. I need to make money. You wish HelloFresh just sold the recipes? Can't you look at... I know I should know this because it got sponsored by them, but I think this is how I remember it. When I was looking on the website, when they were asking me like, hey, what meals do you want us to send you? It looked like the recipes were just on the website. So I think I'm pretty sure they're all just online, so. You could probably, if you really wanted to, just get the ingredients yourself. Wriggling on the sandy bottom. Stretch on the side path. Back canyon, excavate. The recipes aren't the secret part, the effort of buying and cutting it. Exactly. Because it does make things very easy. Like, considering how little cooking experience I have, I was pretty impressed with how easy it was to make a recipe. Also, guys, I'll be fine. I'm aware of my diet. I don't need I don't need Twitch chat trying to micromanage my diet. Wait, I forgot a moon. Stop telling us you only have Red Bull in the fridge? I don't even drink the Red Bull. It's just sort of there. Why do you have it? I got it for free. I played in a Red Bull run tournament and they asked if I wanted free stuff and I said yes. And then they gave me like 50 cans of Red Bull for free. You don't have to slur it cold for what it's worth. Yeah, but the few times I've drank it, it's better cold. Are they still good? Yes. I used to have more, but all the cans that were bad we threw out. Let's keep a few in the fridge then. I'll throw the rest out once they go bad. I think I've got another like 6 months. I think they go bad like mid 2023. What's the point then? It's like $100 worth of Red Bull. What if somebody visits and they want an energy drink? You know? I'll save them like $2. The logic hurts you? It's not a small refrigerator. I'm not hurting for space in my fridge. What happens to the Red Bull when it expires? I don't know. It's just expired Red Bull. It's probably still edible or drinkable, however you want to word it. You know, maybe this wasn't the faster way to get up to that moon. Maybe give it to my brother. I don't think my brother wants the Red Bull. Seems no one really wanting it, but you're right, it's your fridge. It is my fridge. Chat, I'm paying rent, not you. It's my refrigerator. I get it with my rent. You can't decide what's in it. You guys kind of paying for my rent in bits. Most of chat doesn't pay for subs or bits. And even then, they're paying it for perks on the stream, not for a % ownership of my refrigerator. It's still my refrigerator, chat. People like their meat, Magnus. As it turns out. I'll be honest, chat, when they asked me what recipes I wanted, I almost picked one of the burger ones, but I thought to myself, I already know how to cook a burger. I've done it before. Let me get something fun. So I got the enchiladas and they were delicious. New channel reward owning a % of First Fridge? No. You guys aren't allowed to own a part of my fridge. I don't even own the fridge. I'm a renter. And I don't know how subletting works in my lease. So I mean, so funny story, some guy across the country owns 1% of the fridge in this apartment now, but I can't even give them 1% of the fridge because I don't own it. I just have, I guess, a contract that gives me permission to use the fridge along with the apartment or whatever. Speaking of apartment, chat, I get my new couch Friday. Did I tell you about the new couch? Apartment tour win. I feel like if I give an apartment tour, someone will be like, oh, that's he lives in this apartment. I figured it out. Oh, and that window angle. Oh, he's in unit number. You know, I can't do it. I'm not taking that risk. Is it your proper sleeper couch? Yeah, it's the upgraded sleeper couch. So the first sleeper couch I had sucked. Like, it's a nice couch, but the sleeper just is mid. It's low tier. I can feel one of the bars. And because of that, chat, since the sleeper sofa is my bed, and I can feel one of the bars when it's at like an actual stretched out as a sleeper, I decided to just not sleep on it like a sleeper. So I've been sleeping on a couch for the last like week, meaning like a literal couch, because it's more comfortable than sleeping on the pull-out bed. But that'll change Friday when I have the good sleeper sofa. I'm upgrading, chat. Instead of having a Pottery Barn sofa, I have a Crate and Barrel sofa. I know, it's crazy. A strong simmer. Overlooking a bunch of ingredients. Are you getting a bed at any point? Maybe when my lease ends. Crate and Barrel sofa? That sounds hard and woody. No, Crate and Barrel is another, like, American furniture brand. Climb the cheese rocks. They're fancy. Oh, frick, I wasn't supposed to grab that. Yeah, Crate and Barrel is a nicer sofa brand, or a nicer like furniture brand. And the reason I'm willing to I gotta go for the nicer furniture brands, chat, because the couch is doubling up as my bed, so I need to get the best pull-out couch I can. So here we are. You thought I said Cracker Barrel. No, I said Crate and Barrel. IKEA kind of sucks. IKEA's good. However, it's like it's not like a luxury brand, is the way to put it. I have some IKEA furniture. It's great. It's just not like the craziest thing out there. What am I sleeping on now? I'm sleeping on a sofa bed, except I'm not using the sofa bed part of the sofa bed. I'm just sleeping on the sofa because it's more comfortable. Crossing to the magma. Oh yeah, and then I gotta get the other moon. You hate the couches and stuff? Yeah, I have a like, it's what's behind me. It's an IKEA like drawer cabinet thing. I like it, and it wasn't like too expensive either. Like since I've moved out, I've definitely learned that furniture can be really expensive. Which I guess is fine, because in some ways it's like an investment. You know, if you buy like a good couch, should last a while. I want to say they told me like the sleeper part of the sleeper sofa I'm getting has like a 10-year warranty or something on it. And you know, that's usually a pretty decent sign that it won't break for at least 10 years. I think it was 10 years. There was a long warranty for it. But I'm spending a lot of money on it. My $12,000 chair has a 10-year lifetime warranty. My chair, that I'm on, which is it's a pretty expensive chair. It's not a Herman Miller. It's a steel case chair, and I think it has a 15-year warranty. It's a really nice chair, though. I think this is one of the best purchases I've made as like a content creator. Just getting a nice chair. The only downside is sometimes when I'm on my computer, I just want to lay down and not really sit in a chair. But I can't really just lay down in this chair. Because it's supposed to, you know, you're supposed to like sit proper in it. What kind of chair is it again? My chair is a steel case Gesture. I think I'm just gonna be blunt because people are gonna look it up and they're gonna see like, oh wow, that's like a $2,000 chair. I did not spend $2,000 on it. I spent less. Is this an ingredient too? Taking notes, swimming in the magma. Piled on the salt. But invest in a great chair for your workstation? Yeah, I think if you work from home and have the money, getting a good chair is worth it. I spent $1,999. No, I spent like, I think I only spent like 11 or 1200. Which is still a lot for a chair, but it's a pretty nice chair. Funnily enough, I think it is the most expensive thing in this room, excluding my PC. I think my chair is the most expensive part of my work setup, excluding the computer. And I just think that's kind of funny. Golden turnip recipe 1. Golden turnip recipe 3. I got a wrong moon earlier, so I need to get one more moon before I grab the story. Cost per use is super low. That's true. Top the jutting crag. Like I've had people mention this before, that like the things you want to be willing to spend the most money on are like the things between you and the ground. Which is like shoes, chair, bed, you know, that sort of thing. And I think there's some truth to that. Think you've spent more on your cat? Well, having a pet's expensive. Things between you and the ground, the apartment. Well, I guess that's technically true as well. But I think when they say it, it's more in reference to like, you know, like shoes and bed. I think bed's one of the ones it's most true with, which is why I was willing to spend so much money on a sleeper sofa, but I was also still too stingy to get a 2-bedroom apartment, so I could have an actual bed, so I don't know. Wait, frick, there was a mood I was supposed to get still. It's gonna say I'm done, but I need to get the extra, which is right by the Odyssey. Frick. But yeah, if like when my lease ends, it looks like I am financially stable enough to, you know, afford a 2-bedroom apartment. Or even, you know, get a mortgage with 2 bedrooms, you know, at least. Then I will consider it. All right, there we go. Now we're good. Yeah, it's hecked up. Rent and stuff is expensive. Having a separate office and bedroom is a game changer. I mean, that was the whole point of me getting a pullout. I wanted a separate space for work, essentially. And I think it was a good decision. I just need this pull-out bed that I'm getting, that I'm spending a lot of money on because it's really nice, to be good. And I think it will be. I genuinely think it will be, based on like, because I got to go to a place and see it like actually on the floor and try it out. And you could just tell how substantially better the build quality was on it compared to my current sleeper sofa. So I'm really, really hoping that when I actually start sleeping on it and put like the mattress topper on and everything, that it works out. The Teasels fan, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months. I appreciate it. Chat, just because I'm friends with another content creator doesn't mean I should move in with them. It surprises me how often people say to do that. But that's just not how it works. I also think living in a content house would suck. Like, I think I would rather live with people who aren't content creators than people who are. Especially spontaneous multi-day streams, those aren't common. No one was serious about the moving thing in? No, people definitely are. People definitely are serious when they say move in with streamer you're friends with. Think of all the content. None of my friends do IRL content. And I don't do IRL content. I also don't want my life outside of streaming to be all content. As much many people like love them moving in together. I mean, it works for some people. And it definitely is something that'll happen in like content spaces where a ton of like streamers will move in together. I just really don't think that's for me. Like, if I were to move in with one of my friends, I would definitely want it to be one of the friends that works like a normal job in like tech or something. But yeah, realistically, I don't see myself moving into a house with a friend in the near future. Like, that's not something I see in the foreseeable future. Especially since, like, when you think about it, like, so right now I'm living in a 1-bedroom. The goal would be, by the end of my lease, to be able to like comfortably afford a 2-bedroom so I can have an office and a bedroom. But the catch is, if I move in with another friend, that means it has to be a 3-bedroom apartment. And that just sounds, I don't know, maybe it would be cheaper, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. And I would also have to be spending more of the rent than they would. Because I'd be getting 2 beds and they'd be getting 1. Three bedrooms seem like it's harder to find. They're definitely out there. It's generally cheaper. I would imagine it's generally cheaper, but I feel like it would still be a bit tricky to find something that's like exactly what you need for, you know, the two people involved. Find an inexpensive place to live and buy. I don't see, that's the problem with me. And I feel like this is a problem a lot of content creators run into. I feel like most of them don't want to like just move to the middle of nowhere where they can still get good internet and then just work. And I feel like that's the same issue I run into where it's like, I don't want to just move to the middle of nowhere. I like the places I like are not necessarily the cheapest places, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. You've been saying for years, you're tired of LA. Why can't we all just move to some random town in Idaho? Valid. I feel like the biggest... If I were to move somewhere that like was like, I guess in the middle of nowhere, I would have to know other people there. I feel like that would be the biggest barrier to doing something like that. And I guess that's like sort of where the problem comes from with like not wanting to live somewhere that's the middle of nowhere. Because like all of my friends, like it feels like all the content people live in LA, all my friends that work tech jobs live in the Bay Area. And then I know like a few people in Texas in like one of the big cities, and I know a few people in Seattle. And like all of those areas are super expensive. You moved to LA knowing like 2 people, but met somebody after moving here. Fair. I think it just happens naturally when you move. Makes sense, but I also feel like I'm a shut-in in some ways. Texas is expensive. Some of those cities are starting to get expensive. Just leave America? I don't have any reason to leave America. At least not yet. But yeah, we'll see how things go, chat. Like right now, I'm still in Ohio. And I don't really have a big reason to move anywhere like far away. So we'll see, I guess. I mean, I have a 1.5-year lease, so I'm not going to be looking to move before then. Ohio, it's fine. I live in the Cincinnati area. It's not like... I'm not like living in a cornfield, chat. I really like the location of my apartment too. I'm not gonna like go into details of that for obvious reasons, but I do really like the space. You grew up in Oklahoma and had to constantly explain to people that you didn't grow up on a farm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the states that people are like, oh yeah, it's just nowhere. They have like decent sized cities in them. Like Cincinnati, like it's not a huge city, but it's pretty decent. Use this big adventure from the side above the castle gate. Hidden corridor under the floor. You grew up in a college town? Nice. You used to live in the UK version of Ohio? What does that even mean? Yeah, my general opinion about Ohio is that it's fine. Like, I don't dislike it here, but I don't really see myself staying here long term. Like, it's nice, I like it. I can, like, the space I'm living in right now, for what you could be paying in Ohio, it's definitely more on the expensive side, but I really like it. And I feel like if I was living somewhere more expensive, to get this like same amount of space in like a location I'm happy with, and like the apartment's like more updated and stuff like that, like I just really like it, it would probably be a lot more expensive. So like I'm pretty happy with what I'm getting here. Your rent went up 5 times when you moved to LA. I'm so sorry. Our hot dogs, Jimmy, they're fine. Since we're talking about like where people live, you mentioning that just made me immediately think of Skyline. If you know, you know. Typical fur, it's like slightly on topic. I don't mention it every stream. Your sister and you live in the same city. Your 2-bedroom house with a 2-car garage, finished attic, and unfinished basements costs less than her 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. Wait, why is her apartment 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom? That seems weird. Is that common? You think it's weird too? Okay, good. I get 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, but 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom is weird. Especially because then you'd have to clean both of them. Moving out and having to clean stuff isn't that bad, but I hate cleaning the bathroom. Like, I don't mind mopping, I don't mind sweeping. And I don't really mind cleaning the countertop. But I hate cleaning the bathroom. So that just seems like the most, or the least appealing thing to have more of. You invested in good cleaning supplies? I mean, I've been doing all right with it. Every once in a while, though, I'm like, hey, I need to clean this. And then I realize I don't have the right thing to clean it. I also ruined one of my towels by staining it with bleach by accident. So there was that, too. Hey, it's a learning experience, right? I put off moving out for so long because I didn't want to spend the money. And now that I'm on my own, I'm bound to do stupid things, like when I grabbed that pot handle a couple days ago and burned my hand. That really freaking hurt. It also made me realize, oh no, I was not prepared to burn my hand. I didn't have like any aloe vera or anything like that. The first aid kit I bought had like something in it that was supposed to help with burns, but it was like all packaged in these like, it was put in these like small individual packages or packets, and there wasn't enough in a packet for my entire hand. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Sunday was horrible. 150, 135. Not bad for a Talkatoo run, but pretty far off. Also, I can show you my hand chat. It's mostly healed by now, but you can still see it. You can't really see it much anymore on the camera. You kind of can, like that little red, like on the top of my hand, and like that streak on the bottom. It's doing better. Yeah, I barely like notice it anymore, but the day I got the burn, what happened was I grabbed the pot handle, and you know, I was screaming in pain. Well, okay, screaming's a bit of an exaggeration, but it really hurt. And I proceeded to spend the next like 3 hours moving from the sink in my bathroom to the sink in my kitchen. Because if I let it, because if it wasn't underwater for like 3 seconds, it started being unbearably painful. There was a point where I was running from like the sink to my computer back to the sink to try and get on my computer and figure out what my doctor's phone number was, because I couldn't pull it up easily on my phone. Could you have stuck it in a bowl? It didn't really help when I stuck it in a bowl. Well, okay, it sort of helped when I stuck it in a bowl, but I don't have any good bowls that are big enough to do that. Eventually I called my mom and was like, hey, this really sucks. And she brought me over something like aloe vera that helped a little bit. Am I doing a second run? Yeah. Yeah, she brought me something over that helped. Was it Solar Canine? I don't know. Was it a second degree burn? No, it was only a first degree burn, but in spite of that, it really, really hurt. I'm sure it was a first degree burn though, at least. But yeah, I fell asleep the next day at like 6 a.m. because it was really bad. I just couldn't sleep. And it doesn't help that like my bed right now is just like the couch as a couch. Because the pull out sucks, and that's why I'm getting a new couch. But yeah, eventually I was able to start moving around my apartment again because I filled up a bag with ice, and I just kept my hand on ice to numb the pain. Burnt yourself in a pot before and immediately blistered. It was awful. I think I'm really lucky that my hand didn't blister at all. I figured it would have with how much it was, with how much it hurt. Like I definitely was yelling a bit. And I couldn't help but like think every time I like yelled when I was running between like one of the two like faucets in my home. If like people in the hallways of the apartment complex heard me and were just like, what's going on in there? I'm like sort of near the end of the hall though, so there isn't a ton of foot traffic. I guess you'll never know, yeah. I mean, in fairness, if you heard someone like yelling in their own apartment in what seemed like pain or frustration, would you knock on the door? I wouldn't knock on the door. I would be too afraid of the confrontation. Pretty sure your work injury is a broken bone, so I feel you. Yeah. I've fortunately, I don't think I've ever had a major like broken bone or anything like that. That was an interesting conversation, going from talking about how some places in the world are too expensive to, oh yeah, I burned my hand a few days ago. You cut off your fingertip. Huh. Guys, be more careful with knives. What the heck? I know you could say the same thing, like, Fir, don't grab with your bare hand a pot you just pulled out of the oven a minute ago. You smacked it with a mallet. Guys, you gotta be more careful. Stomp through the rocks. That's a fast one. Man, I don't want to. A lot of these are, I just don't even want to say out loud. Like, I'm reading through your messages about, like, injuries, and it's like, gosh. I mean, I guess if we really are going to go down the injuries pipeline, one time the babysitter was playing, you know, like baseball in the backyard with my older brother, and I walked out the back door and I got hit right in the head with a baseball bat. So that happened. That's one of those things where it could have been really bad. Like, that could have been really bad, but it wasn't. Do your parents know about that? Of course they do. I went to the hospital. On the lone pillar. Where the birds gather. Bullet Bill Maze breakthrough. Yeah, fortunately that happening did not cause any major lasting damage, or it didn't kill me either, so that's pretty good. Not even a concussion? I mean, I don't remember. Like, I don't even remember going to the hospital, so... yeah. I remember it happening. I remember getting hit, and I remember being on, like, the kitchen counter for a moment in pain. But that's really all that I remember from that happening. So I don't really remember if I got a concussion. I don't remember being in the hospital at all, though I definitely was. Probably because of the concussion. I mean, maybe. I don't know if I had a concussion or not. I think it's reasonable to guess that I did. How old was I? I was a tiny child. I don't remember. Which I guess goes in line with getting hit in the head, but I just don't remember. It was a long time ago, though. I feel like I had to have been under 10. What grade is 10, chat? Fifth grade? I feel like I was younger then. I was probably like 6 and my brother was probably like 8 or something. Sphinx treasure chest. Bullet Maze side path. Desert gardening plaza seed. I lost a tooth yet? I don't know. Chat, memories are unreliable like the younger you are. Or the longer ago they happened. So like I don't remember like any of this. Like, I was really young, and I got hit in the head. And look at me now. I'm a YouTuber. Unlucky. That explains so much about you now, yeah. So the moral of the story is to be careful, chat, or you might end up a YouTuber. Top of the stone archway. Bird traveling the desert. Oh, he's like right there. Secret in the inverted mural. A YouTuber sleeping in a pull-out bed. It's true, but Chad, the pull-out bed I get on Friday is pretty cool. Some might even say swell. I'm excited. Wait. I'm gonna warp back to town. Cool pull-out bed in your search history? No, Guys, you don't need to know the exact pull-out bed I got. From a crate in the ruins. Inside a block is a hard place. Is the another company coming to pick up the one I returned? Yeah, so funny thing about that. So I get my new pull-out couch Friday. However, it is likely that the old pull-out couch will not be getting returned until next week. So I'm just gonna have 2 couches in my living room for like maybe a week. Optimal bed to human ratio. I'll have 2 pull-out beds. It'll be crazy. I probably wouldn't even have enough room to pull them both out, though. Like, my apartment isn't big. It's under 700 square feet. Taking notes, jump on the palm. Hidden room in the flowing sands. What happened to the first one? The first one sucks. When sleeping on it, I can feel the metal bar that supports the mattress. So imagine sleeping, but you can feel a bump in your like upper back because there's a metal bar right there. That's why I'm getting a new pull-out couch. How do you know this new one won't suck too? Because I saw it in person and I looked at it and the build quality is better and it has better reviews and I got to lay in it. I'm confident. It's also a lot more expensive. So it better be better. There's a gardening seat on the cliff. On the leaning pillar. We're just gonna do IP. If it's not, then you're going on a pull-out bed hunt. I don't want to have to get a different pull-out bed though. This one better be good. When you have 2 pull-out beds but can't use them both, I know, it's crazy. So unfortunate. I wish I could stack them on top of each other. Chat, my lease is gonna expire in like a year and a half because it's an 18-month lease. But after all of this time, sleeping on a pull-out bed is gonna have become so much of a part of my personality that gosh, I am struggling. That I'm just not gonna want to get a real bed. Like, I feel like it's already permeated the stream, right? Like, everyone thinks like, oh, Fir's weird. He wants to sleep on a pull-out couch. So what do you think a year and a half of that will do? Will I regress further into sleeping on an air mattress? I don't know. When you get a real bed, it'll feel like a hotel. Well, what if the real bed is like a crappy bed? Like, I feel like you guys are selling the pull-out bed too short. Have to change your Twitter bio to I sleep on a pull-out bed for it to be your personality. Well, no, I gotta, if I'm gonna put it in my Twitter bio, I needed to say I sleep on a sleeper sofa. Or something like hashtag sleeper sofa for life. For back sleepers, pull-up beds are probably fine because they're firmer. I mean, I just sort of sleep on whatever, which might sound weird, but I do not consistently sleep on my back or my side or my stomach. It depends. Wasn't your moon secret to the inverted mural? Frick, was it? I'll just get on the leaning pillar. Gosh dang it. You've never had a good pull-out bed experience? I've had good pull-out bed experiences. One time I was 12 and I was excited to sleep on the pull-out bed in the basement. That's interesting. Well, like, I think there was like a friend over. And it's like, oh, Pog, we get to sleep on the big pull-out in the basement. All right, I'm gonna get this moon. All right, whether or not you're actually 12 or just joking, don't say that. It could get you banned, and I don't mean from my channel, I mean from Twitch. So as a word, and this goes for everyone in chat, as a word of advice, do not in a chat room randomly say you're 12 or younger, because it is against Twitch TOS and the TOS of many, many other sites to be under the age of 13 because of laws. And it will get your account banned sometimes. No, it's a law. It's COPPA, however you say it. You can't, basically you can't collect data on children without like proper parental consent. And the consent needs to be like in writing, sent through like a fax machine or something. Because the law is old. Not legal advice though. But I do remember there was a time I got my parents to fax in permission so I could be on Flipnote Antenna. Hopping in the forest. What was the other one? Flower Road Run. Oh, that's annoying. Our road runs next. I mean, I can get that pre-spirit, but there's just like no reason to. And then the other moon being a Deep Woods moon is really annoying. Over the cliff's edge. Okay. I guess it's time to do spirit. I feel like whenever I do Talkatoo, Wooded Kingdom is always just do spirit immediately. Homework is boring. You watch my streams and make it not. I used to do that. I used to watch streams while doing homework. I basically had to stop though. I just can't focus on just can't focus on it. Well, I don't have homework anymore because I'm about to graduate with my two-year degree in business. But yeah, I can't multitask in that way. I can do it with music. I think music helps me because if I'm listening to music while I do schoolwork, or just any work in general, it keeps me from getting distracted by other things. I think that's what helps with me. Because if I'm listening to music, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to try and like pull up Twitter. Get 217,000 minutes on your Spotify Wrapped. People were asking me about my Spotify Wrapped earlier, and I forgot to answer. I forget why, but I thought my Spotify Wrapped was really funny. Because when I was looking at it, it felt like the names for genres I listened to were just random things they were making up filled with like buzzwords. Maybe I can grab my phone real quick and pull it up because I thought it was really funny. Because it just all felt like these really weird buzzwords for genres I'd never heard of that are probably like just super specific niche genres. You saw Hollywood was one genre on one. All the stuff I saw was just like, think of an adjective, add the word core to it, and then add like another music buzzword. And those were like the music genres they said I listened to. Yeah, I'll grab my phone after Wooded Kingdom. Or I can just grab it right now. Heck it. I can do it during the cutscene. I know where it is. Alright, give me a second. Chat, I'll let you know what it said my Spotify wrapped music genres were. And I guess to preface it, a lot of the time I'll listen to like really weird music. So I think that's how I got to this point. But I still think it's really funny. I should have gotten Flower Road Run first. No! You know, a lot of video game music and movie music. I listen to video game music sometimes, and if you listen to video game music on Spotify and then listen to a Spotify playlist based on that video game music, you get some really weird stuff sometimes. Sometimes it bops, but other times it's really weird. Yeah, maybe during a warp I'll like unlock my phone and open Spotify. Or maybe at the end of the kingdom. I should also note that I don't use Spotify a ton to listen to music, which probably contributed to it giving me really weird music genres. What are my next moves? Hard Rock and Deep Woods, so we're going into Deep Woods. Top the tall tree, okay. I'm trying to like open my Spotify Wrapped back up so I can just read them off while I'm doing the run. It's Hard Rock and Babbling Brook, right? Yeah. Okay, I clicked on it. All right, I'm just gonna let it play and I'm gonna look down and I'll tell you the weird music genre names it told me I listened to. All right, go to the next thing. It's talking about genres. You explored 5 different genres. Wait, I don't remember this. It says I listened to Fringe Indie Pop. When did I listen to Fringe Indie Pop? No, wait, there it is. I clicked on it. I accidentally skipped it. How do I pause the Wrapped chat? How do I pause the Wrap? How do I do it? How do I go back? How do I go back? How do I pause it? There was a really funny one in there and I just died laughing. Here, wait. I need a pause. Here, I'm pausing the timer. I'm pausing the timer. How do I get back to that? Oh my gosh. I need to read it out. Because I just died. It says my morning started with... Oh my god, why can't I pause it? I hate the UI for this because it's all animated in it. I need to pause it so I can just say them all out in a row. Oh my gosh, I hate this so much, chat. I hate this. I feel like you hold your... Oh, you can just hold your... Thank you, you helped me out. All right, so it says your... It says your morning started with baby core, goblin core, cheerful, and then it goes on after that to say, like, they're just making up words. You seize the day with euphoric, hardcore, happy core. What? I don't know. What does that mean? And then it says you embrace the night with hype, tranquil, dramatic. What does that mean, chat? What does that mean? I don't know what any of that means. It's just all it's just all buzzwords. I don't get it. I'm not joking. That is what it says. In the like third part, it just says your morning started with baby core, goblin core, cheerful. What was your most played song? It was some like indie game soundtrack music. Here, let me find where it says that part. So I listened to like 3,200 minutes of music on Spotify. What is baby core? I don't know. And my most listened to song was Collapsing Rift from A Had in Time, because apparently I listened to it 32 times. It's probably because it's in my stream playlist. So for listens to Baby Shark, I've never listened to Baby Shark. Like all my top songs, chat, are video game music. It's Had in Time, Fall Guys, Had in Time, Had in Time, Had in Time, because they're all in my stream playlist that has, you know, video game music in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where those things came from. Your first result for Goblin Core is somebody asking Spotify what it is. All right, let me unpause the timer. Let me get back to the speed run. Okay. What moons was I getting again? I forgot it was like that. It was that overwhelming to look at my Spotify and just see those words. Yeah, I guess Had in Time music is a baby core, goblin core, or something like that. I don't get it. Glowing in deep woods, tucked away inside the tunnel, not around the corner. Okay. It's fun. I don't get it though. Like the screen right before that just has like some genres in it seemed like normal. Like I don't know how French indie pop got into there, but like it felt like those ones made sense, which why I was confused at first because I was like, this isn't what I remember reading. This wasn't like, none of that was weird. But yeah, then on like the next part of it, it's just talking about these like, it's just words they randomly added core to the end of. I don't get it. What is Gobble Car? I don't know. Those screens for me aren't genres, but adjectives like spooky and confident. Then why did I get Goblin Core? What does that even mean? Can get one more moon. Fire in the cave, okay. Aesthetic or subculture inspired by folklore of goblins. Yeah, I wake up feeling very goblin core, according to my Spotify thing. You got cryptid core. Do I typically feel like a goblin when I wake up? No, I feel tired. At least you didn't get clown core. I mean, that would have been funny. Metal core, I mean, that one makes sense at least. Like, what is baby core supposed to mean? Is it because Fall Guys is a kid's game? Is that it? Is that what they're getting at here? Wait, whoops. You got kid core. It's at least a step up. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Now that I've talked about this, I'm glad I am not the only one that got weird Spotify things. I want to look back now. What were the actual... So, like, I guess those weren't genres. What were the actual genres it said I listened to? I opened Spotify back up and it just crashed immediately. Alright, what did it say I actually listened to? Besides the French indie pop. Indie game soundtrack, indie pop. Apparently I listened to Kawaii Future Bass, which sounds like, I don't know what that means. Anime, which... Where would it have got an anime? And then French indie pop. Like, I get where indie pop comes from. I get where indie game soundtrack comes from. I kind of get the Kawaii Future Bass thing. Like, I kind of get it. That's probably from... Oh, what's their name? It was probably from some music I have in one of my older playlists. It's probably from Snail's House. That's probably where that comes from. I don't know where anime would come from, though. Oh, wait, I think I might know where anime might come from. But why would they call it anime? It's... I'm so confused. I think I kind of get where the anime would come from. But why don't they just say J-pop? Why do they say anime? Let's go swimming, Captain Toad, Mooncharge, Treasure. This sucked. Also, I still have no idea where the French indie pop comes from. I can at least think of like where some of the other stuff would come from. But where would French indie pop come from? I can't think of any French indie pop music I listen to. Because I don't think I listen to any French indie pop, do I? I mean, according to Spotify, I do. It's not like it even aligns with my top songs. Well, okay, in fairness, the top genre set I listened to was indie game soundtrack, which would make sense because I've used Spotify the most for, you know, like my stream playlists, which is all just like indie game music. Maybe it was before the concussion. I don't think Spotify existed in like 2006. I wasn't supposed to grab that. Whoops. Forgot one. It was this one. It was founded in 2006. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess the takeaway from all of this is that Spotify Wrapped is weird if you listen to weird music. Shoutouts to my fellow Goblin Core morning listeners. Shopping in Lake Lamode. I feel underdressed. Oh my gosh, stop giving me the worst moons. You too enjoy listening to goblin music in the morning? Yeah, exactly. How many hours do I have in this game? Like 6,000. Too many. But I guess that's what happens when a game sort of just becomes your default stream game. Like if I don't have anything like to stream, I'll just do like an Odyssey speedrun, which is what Talkatoo's been a lot of recently. But hey, we're gonna be doing some cool stuff in other games soon. Like again, we're gonna do the shiny hunting. Based on what we were talking earlier, it'll probably end up being 100 hours of shiny hunting. I've been torn though. I don't know if I want to do it from the start of the game or just do it from my completed save. You honestly could not have handled if a company called you Baby Core. That's fair. I mean, I couldn't handle it. Would one be more difficult? I mean, it's 100 hours no matter what. It's just like, part of me likes the idea of a challenge where you're spending 100 hours hunting shinies, starting from the very beginning. But another part of me is just like, you don't need that extra 10 hours of beating the game again for the video to be interesting. Early game takes forever. It does. Yeah, we'll probably just do completed game. I need to figure out what I actually want to do in those 100 hours. Like, what shinies are appealing, what's funny. You know, act. Because the whole gimmick is that we're literally hunting the shinies so they die, and I don't catch any of them. That's gonna be such a wild, if I follow through with it, which I'm planning to at this point, that's gonna be such a wild number to see at the end. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, you killed like 48 shinies. And I'm just gonna have to think like, oh my gosh, what have I done with my life? Oh, that didn't work, dang. So what have you guys been up to today? How have you been spending your Wednesdays? Cave gardening. Get some rest, Captain Toad. Wrecked rock block. Usually collecting memes and homework. Watching streams, got a bunch of errands and phone calls done. Nice. Getting errands done feels nice, but doing errands sucks. Working in YouTube, also nice. 3D World, great game. Whoops. Yeah, skipping cutscenes in Scarlet and Violet only skips a few cutscenes. It's weird. The whole feature just feels like it doesn't even work. Below the cliff's edge. Inside the stone cage. Twist and turn up treasure. Oh, that last one's annoying. Yeah, I think that is how it works. It only skips the video only cutscenes that don't have dialogue. It's pointless. How long did it take you to learn the names of every moon? I mean, I've done a lot of all moons runs, so over time I've just become more and more familiar with what moons are called what. Every once in a while though, I'll get a moon name and talk to 2% and I'll be like, I'm not entirely sure what this moon is. Moon shards in the jungle, inside the rising stone pillar, cage gold. Man, I feel like there was something I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. Heck, I hate it when that happens. It's an official run. Talkatoo's been on the leaderboards for a while. It's on the category extensions leaderboards. So we're gonna go over the Forgotten Isle. That one's kind of annoying. On a tree in a swamp. All right, that one's better. Guys, don't post links without permission. Alright, no worries. It's not a big deal. I just need people to not do it. Oh frick, I didn't split for Cloud Kingdom. We post Link of Hyrule in emote form, if you have him. But not a link to Link of Hyrule. Put out an emote of a link to Link of Hyrule. No links in chat. I'm still trying to think of what I wanted to say. And I just can't remember, and it's just paining me. It is eating away at me. No, it wasn't about like names of moons. It was something that was like sort of related to what we were talking about, but not really. I mean, there was like a loose connection. I think. Maybe there wasn't. I don't remember, so how can I really know? I watched the new vid last night. Really enjoyed it. Great job. Thank you. Glad people enjoyed the video. I was a bit nervous about it. Because, like, it's a fun video. Like, the video is good. It just didn't feel groundbreaking, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of things I've done on the channel where it's like, oh, this is, like, crazy and incredible that we're even able to put this together. And that one's sort of just like, oh, yeah, it's a fun idea. And that's really all it has going for it. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I've developed this, like, weird mindset of, like, how good every video I upload should be. And, like, what I should, you know, with every video, I should be, like, trying to make a video that I think can get this many views. And it's just, it's weird. It's hard to explain. How do they take out the trash? One man's trash. Moon shards under siege. Thanks, Opario. Appreciate it. Hey, well, I'm glad you like the streams, Raylan. Not weird because I care about what I'm doing. Well, more so I mean weird in the sense that it's weird to explain. Because, like, when you're making stuff, like, the goalpost is constantly, like, shifting. And things are just always changing. And in some ways, you like want to keep doing better and better with each video. And some ideas just don't feel like a step up, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like this is good, but is it as good as I added a gun to Mario Odyssey or the game show or stuff like that? I'm not an idiot that I'd like enough to commission a mod from Amy. I would love to do more commission stuff with her, but she's just really busy right now. Like, I have ideas for more mods I want to do, but both of the people that do like code mods for me for Odyssey have been pretty busy lately. Like, I have a really cool project from Sine that's like partly done. Like, it's not like, it's something he's worked on and put in like over 24 hours of work into. I forget exactly how many hours it was, but like a lot of time has been put into it, but he's just been like busy the last few weeks and preoccupied. Jintenzu, thank you for the Prime for 11 months. Left at the cafe. Found with Metro Kingdom art. Ooh. Jump rope genius. Ooh. How much does it cost to commission a mod? That depends on like who you're paying and what their rate is. Like I'm gonna work with some Pokemon modders. I'll be interested to hear what their rates are when I finally do that. Left at the cafe. And then we go back to Talkatoo, except we get the musician first. Genius. I can't remember what I wanted to talk about. Even if I remember what I wanted to talk about at this point, I probably won't make the connection that this is what I forgot. So... who knows? They did golf to Switch Sports. Is that out? Swaying in the breeze. Hidden in the scrap. Those go well together. It's a shame I can only get 2 because I got Metro Hint Heart though. Didn't do Switch Sports the justice it deserved. Yeah, the scale of that game needed to be like a similar scale to Wii Sports Resort, but it's just not. City Hall Lost and Found. Shopping in New Donk City. Like, I just feel like when you compare Switch Sports to Wii Sports Resort, it makes Switch Sports look so lacking. Because Wii Sports Resort just has so much content in comparison. The only thing Switch Sports has over Wii Sports is online multiplayer. The ability to free camera on Woohoo Island is such a plus. Well, I mean, didn't they even make that into a minigame? That's like what the flyover is? The island flyover? City Gardening Building Planner. Bullet Building. Alright, I don't know which one Building Planner is. I want to say it's the one over slots. Love the flying game in Sports Resort. I feel like a lot of people did, because I mean, I liked it a lot. Alright, let me look it up. City, gardening, building, planter. Oh no, it's the closer one. Switchboard has a chance to redeem itself if they add more games. I don't know. To me, I just feel like, what, there's 6 games now? Or is it only 5? How many games does Switch Sports have, including golf? Dirty Boys, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 6 months. I appreciate it. 7 now. So it's volleyball, tennis, soccer, the one with the shuttlecock. Okay. I mean, 7 isn't horrible, but for a $50 game, when you compare it to like Wii Sports, which was or Wii Sports Resorts, which was probably like $50 at the time. I don't know, man. Wii Sports Resort had like twice as many as that. Also, thank you for the tier 1 sub, Magical Quever. I appreciate it. And like, also when you consider the fact that like, one of the big appeals I feel like they pushed for within Switch Sports was the online multiplayer stuff. You have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online to get that, so that's like even more money. Ow. Just rushed and cash grabby. Yeah, I think I can sort of agree with that. Specifically, the like cash grabby part. Shining in Snowtown. Moon shards in the cold room. Slip behind. Stop giving me moon shards is like the first moons I get. I don't have purples yet. Give me the 5 bits, Dill Dog. Appreciate it. I need these. How? There we go. That is like the worst sub area to get because Rango just takes way too long. Shopping. Shopping would have been nice if I had 15 purples, but I don't. Thank you for the 300 bits times New Roman Stan. I appreciate it. I'm glad you've been enjoying the content, even if you haven't been able to catch every stream recently. Man, it's almost been 2 years since 3D World and Bowser's Fury. It's kind of ridiculous to think about. Like, and that wasn't even a full Mario game. I feel like there's no way there isn't like a 3D Mario soon. When was the original release of 3D World? 2012? 2013. So it was like 4.5 years from that game to Odyssey. And now it's been 5 years since Odyssey. When was Galaxy 2? 2010? At this point, do you think Nintendo is just waiting for the next major console release? Well, the thing about the next major console release is it's probably not coming out until after Mario Kart DLC is done. That's sort of like my expectation, right? There's not gonna be a new console from Nintendo until 2024. Maybe Mario Kart DLC is a weak guess for that, but I feel like they wouldn't keep adding DLC to a game on an old console. Especially since my expectation is that Mario Kart 9 will be a launch title of Nintendo's next system. Because that is like the easiest sell as a launch title. Can't wait for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the new console. See, the thing is, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold so well on the Switch. I feel like people wouldn't buy it on the new console. They would buy a Mario Kart 9 though. You think it'll be like DS to 3DS with the Switch games backwards compatible? I would believe that. However, I still don't think... actually, would they do that? I don't know. I still don't think, though, that we'll get a new Nintendo console before 2024. Wait, was it this sub area? No, it was the other one across from it. They supposedly mentioned something about it. So if the controller or something is incompatible, oh well. I mean, I just find it hard for them to not try and make a Switch 2 with how well the Switch did. Because I feel like the Switch just capitalizes so well on how Nintendo dominates like the handheld market while still making a, you know, console essentially. I feel like the Switch OLED was technically the Switch 2. It's just a better screen. When's the new vid coming out? I uploaded a vid like 2 days ago. Though the next video will come out when I finish the Pokemon video I'm working on. Which is taking longer than I would like, but it should hopefully be done. Like, I feel like the script won't be that hard to write, so once I get all the footage I need, I'll just write the script. It'll probably be like an 8-minute video. Nintendo has also pretty much changed their console into a new gimmick each time. I mean, the Wii U had a new gimmick, but it was still the Wii U. I think that might be what happens with the Switch. Also, I wouldn't call Nintendo 64 to Nintendo GameCube a new gimmick. It was cube shaped though. That's not a gimmick. Under a dangerous ceiling. What the waves left behind. Back canyon excavate. The controller did change though. Well, for the Wii to Wii U, yeah, they added the controller with the screen on it, but you could still use normal Wii remotes. I just think the transition from Switch to new Nintendo console is not going to be very dramatic compared to like GameCube to Wii. Wouldn't the GameCube gimmick be add-ons first and third party? I don't know if that counts as a gimmick. Peaches redeeming smile, guys. We get some smiles in the chat for that. Get them in. Not a whole lot of smiles. That's hecked up, chat. I can't believe you're all unhappy. Oh my gosh, just capture the cheap. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Thanks to Good Luck, Oro. Also, guys, stop spamming. One smile per person. You shouldn't be smiling every other message. You gotta keep the spam like controlled. Think the new console needs a virtual console? I wish, but Nintendo doesn't have a very good history of actually listening to people on their demands for virtual console stuff, which sucks because there's so many like good old games. But they'll probably just keep doing what they've been doing and make it all tied into online. Virtual console means what? It's basically like having a way you could like buy and play like a GameCube game or an N64 game or whatever on your Switch. Well, they don't have an emulator in their system where you can purchase ROMs of their own games. I mean, it's a bit more complicated than that, to my understanding, because you have all the like licensing and stuff you have to deal with. And you want to make sure it all like runs well on Switch and the emulator isn't garbage and whatever. But yeah, it's surprising they're not putting more money into it when it's probably, you know, worth a lot of money. Like, given how many people bought Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I can't imagine it wouldn't be profitable to try and, you know, put their popular old games on the eShop and sell them. But who knows, maybe they'll just keep building on their online subscription and that will make them even more money. I don't know. Catch any of the drama in the competitive Smash scene? I did. It's wild. I don't know what the most recent update is, but some crazy stuff. There's drama, yeah. What happened? The TLDR, it's pretty close to what Skyloft said. Like, what Skyloft said isn't wrong, but basically, Panda and Esports Org got a Smash Bros. Tournament to be, like, officially endorsed and licensed by Nintendo. And then it appears they abused that connection to get a competing tournament shut down. That's like the general gist of it. Well, maybe shut down isn't the right word, but it's pretty accurate. And it's from what I saw, it basically, if you want to run Smash tournaments now, you need to be able to get a license with Nintendo, because that's apparently what they're doing now. And because of that, a big tournament that was like competing with Panda Global Circuit was not able to get a license. And because of that, they basically just can't do the tournament. There's a good mogul mail on it. So, if you're curious, you can probably just go watch that. Also, I don't know if like the numbers support this happening or not, but I would not be surprised if there's a day where Ludwig's mogul mail channel has more subscribers than his main channel. I could just be completely wrong on that, and like the numbers like don't line up with that idea at all. But it just seems like something that would happen. Fork flick and detour and turnip 1. That was fork flick and detour, right? No, it was summit. Okay, it's good I checked. Yeah, I feel bad for any of like the people with like Smash connections that have to like deal with whatever's going on right now. Like it sucks for everyone involved. Like if you're a player and you were originally planning on going to Panda's tournament, now you're in this tough situation where it's like, okay, well, this is my job, and like the tournament prize money could, you know, be helpful. And then you have people who are currently like signed with the org. Like Coney's signed with the org as an influencer. And now he's in this like tough situation. Like it all just sucks for everyone involved, the players, the people associated with Panda. Alfred was the content director. I don't know anything about Alpha's relationship to Panda. I just know he has ties to like the Smash community. But yeah, it's some crazy stuff. And I feel like if there's anything that's almost guaranteed at this point, it's that the guy who's like CEO of Panda is probably screwed. I have a hard time imagining, unless the guy has like a killer explanation to what's going on, that he isn't gonna lose his job. And obviously this is all just speculation on my part, but I don't know, this just seems like the type of thing that you really hecked up. Everyone's trying to be patient for a reply. Yeah, I think it's good too with this kind of stuff. Like, Ludwig did mention it in his video, and his video is like basically my only like impression of the whole ordeal. But you don't want to have a situation where, you know, you don't have the whole story of something and then somebody's life gets ruined as a result. Nobody wants that. Top a column in a row. Crossing to the magma. Taking notes, swimming in magma. Yeah, all that being said, it really does look, it looks bad for the Panda CEO. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what happens from it all. Because it is definitely wild. And all I can really do is hope that there is a... whatever comes out of it ends up being good. Like, hopefully there is a good end to the story. Corner of the Magma Swamp. Chopping him out Valbano. Spinning Athletics. Man, I hope I'm never a drama YouTuber. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I would enjoy it either. Like, the only people I feel like that cover like drama that I actually enjoy the content of sometimes are Ludwig and Critical. I feel like Ludwig just has a really engaging way of presenting information, and Critical is just funny sometimes. But other than that, that content really is just usually not for me. Spinning Athletics angle. Overlooking a bunch of ingredients. Island of Salt. Okay. Watching drama and being in it are two very different things. Yeah. And I mean, reporting on said drama, I feel like is a third different thing as well. All right, we need 2 more moons, and then we can get the story moon. Waiting for the day Scott the Wasp gets canceled. He better not. Actually, here, let me talk to you one more time. Okay, yeah, we're getting Detour in Spinning Athletics. Out of like all the YouTubers I watch, Scott the Waz would be like the last one I would expect to get canceled. Love the game show video. I'm glad you liked it. Maybe we'll get to do more stuff like that in the future. We'll see. What chair do I use? I have a steel case gesture. All All right, then we get the story mood and be on our way. Was that a Talkatoo moon? So story moons you can't get from Talkatoo, and in Talkatoo runs you're just allowed to grab them. So we did not get that from Talkatoo, but we were still allowed to collect it, basically. What is the goal? It's basically an any percent speedrun, but all the moons we collect have to be from Talkatoo. So we'll keep talking to that bird and they'll give us a set of moons. And then we collect those moons and go back to the bird, get another set, and so on. Not much of the run that's left involves talking to Talkatoo though. Because Ruined Kingdom doesn't have Talkatoo. Bowser's Kingdom, we only get 2 Talkatoo moons. And then Moon Kingdom, we don't get any Talkatoo moons. Hi, thank you for the tier 2 sub for 45 months. I appreciate it. You enjoy talking to birds. It's all right. It's okay. What do you think of the Mario movie? I think the movie will be fine. I'll watch it. What I wonder is if there's a way I could make content off the Mario movie though. Because I'm gonna go watch it. But how do I turn it into how do I turn it into work? Can I make content out of this? It's been 5 years since we've gotten new Mario content, except 2 years ago Bowser's Fury came out. But that's besides the point. Review it? Anyone can make a review video though. I'll just recreate the entire plot of the Mario movie using paper puppets. That'll totally be worth my time. Brilliant. That would take so much work. You know how many sets I'd have to make? And it would probably get garbage views. Have text-to-speech read the script while you run SMO. I was already a bit nervous when I was doing that speedrun where the B-movie script was read out while running SMO. I don't know if I want to worry about doing it for, you know, a movie that just came out. How many times Chris Pratt says Mario sounds those words? I still think it's so funny. how he sounds. Like you remember that like clip of him like talking into his phone that was posted on social media? And he's like, "It's a me, Mario," and he says that's not the voice. It was the voice. What do you mean it's not the voice? He probably only said that because he was under an NDA. So legally, he has to say it's not the voice. And since the voice in the movie is just Chris Pratt's voice, Nintendo can't be like, oh, well, you said it wasn't the voice, but actually it was the voice. Because it's just Chris Pratt's voice. I feel like someone is gonna make a Mario game reference video when the movie comes out. Yeah, there's gonna be a video. 49 references you missed in the Mario movie. Kind of like Charlie Day. I mean, Charlie Day is perfect. Like, just honestly, when it comes to the English cast of the Mario movie, I feel like no one has any complaints about Charlie Day. He just works. Jack Black does too. Nice speedrun for her. Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate it. And thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, honestly, the only character in the movie that I think I have any issue with their voice is Chris Pratt. All the other ones are fine. Chris Pratt, though. I know Jack Black had a product called Beard Lube. I'd believe it. I mean, his band was called the Tenacious D, right? That just seems like something he'd do. Of course, it's the main character, so we gotta hear it all movie. I mean, watching the movie, I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. Like, it's the sort of thing you get used to. But it's easy to think, like, man, this could have been better. Would I have cast as Mario? I don't know any Hollywood actors. So I have no idea. I just feel like there's got to be somebody out there that could have done a better job of Chris Pratt. Because Chris Pratt just sounds like a guy. His character, like in the movie, he doesn't really sound very bubbly or fun. Like in the Lego movie, I think Chris Pratt, you know, does a good job as the main character. But also the main character of the Lego movie is like just a guy. So it works, right? That's like the whole premise of the Lego movie. That the main character is just the most generic guy. Mario should sound like Mario, not Chris Pratt. Sort of. So, something I think that's important to mention when talking about like the voice of Mario in the Mario movie is I feel like you don't want the entire 4 hours, or sorry, not 4 hours, 2 hours, or however long the movie is, to be just your typical like in-game Mario voice where it's like, it's me, you know, like, because I feel like that would get really exhausting. Because like you never actually hear Mario talk. So I feel like if he just sounded like that for the entire movie, like the Charles Martinet voice the entire time, it would just be too much. But also, Mario isn't like just a guy. You can do better than Chris Pratt. I feel like you can have something like more fun and bubblier. I don't know. I feel like you're the only person that doesn't mind his voice in the movie. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fine. It's not a big deal. From the trailer, it looks like Mario's just a guy who... All right, you're not wrong. From the trailer, it does look like Mario is just a guy. So maybe Chris Pratt being like just a guy and having a good just a guy voice makes him a good cast. But I don't know. Charlie Day as Luigi fits pretty well. So I feel like they could have done something for Mario. Honestly, they should have casted whoever was Mario in the Mario Bros. Super Show. Vixie, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Back up above. Frick. Give me a second. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream, Vixie. Hope you had a good stream. I guess for people who don't know me, I'm Fir. I do a lot of like Mario sort of like speedrun stuff. And that's what we're doing now. We're doing a Mario speedrun. I see your emotes all the time, so you wanted to say hi. That's fair. I've seen your emotes before too. They're good. I feel like the cute animal emotes just make their way around Twitch. It just happens. Wait, did I miss one? What? What the heck? I jumped right over him. Now you have the emotes, Vixie. Hog. Yeah, I hope you had a good stream. You don't see a lot of Baru emotes these days. I mean, those emotes still make it around, though. Why did I warp? Oh, well. Like, I see Baru emotes a lot on Discords because they're one of the most common emotes that get stolen on Discord, so, you know. His gets stolen a lot, yeah. I know what that's like though, because mine gets stolen a lot on Discord now too. Alright, Moon Kingdom. Pictures are so good. I mean, I guess it's not the worst problem to have, right? Because it just means people like the emotes a lot. Like, it still sucks because like people are just stealing it without asking and all that, but yeah, not much you can do about it in Discord. Yeah, you can file DMCAs for it, which I've done before, but it's also just sort of like very tedious for something that isn't that big of an issue at the end of the day. Need the server link and emote codes for DMCA? Yeah, which makes it really tedious. Because you have to like go through and get links to every single emote. And if they stole like all 60 of your emotes, it's just like, well. So it's annoying. I haven't done that in a while. And I feel like I would only do it again if someone was like really, really rude about it, or the server stealing the emotes was like problematic. There's no way to summon Discord to allow to use them there. Well, you can be a Nitro supporter, and that'll let you use the emotes like in my server as an example anywhere. Or if you're subbed on Twitch, you can also use them anywhere if you're in my server that way. That being said, going back to the whole like people joining the server to like use the emotes anywhere with Nitro, it's kind of tough, because what's happened with my Discord server is it's gotten a very, very large amount of joins for the emotes. I think we have like 18,000 people in the server now, which for somebody who has like 40k followers on Twitch and like 160 on YouTube, that's like not normally how big a Discord server would be. And you get all these like young kids who will join for the emotes, and it's just really annoying to moderate. Like, you would think it wouldn't be a problem to have like a ton of people like engaging with your like something that's yours, but it's tough. I don't like moderating children on Discord. I don't know if there's a better way to put it. Children are wild, chat. Children are wild. Almost done. This run isn't as good as the last one, unfortunately, but oh well, it happens. Still a fun run though? Yeah, I like doing the Talkatoo runs just because it's a nice thing to just sort of talk with chat. Like, there's no real pressure, like, I don't have to specifically, like, try and talk like it's a YouTube video or anything like that. I can just sort of talk with chat and play the game. So it's always nice for that reason. All right, 154.20, not bad, but also not very good. Could have definitely been better. I think that's gonna be the stream for me. I know we did just get rated, and I really appreciate it, but I don't want to do a super long stream today. I need to work more on that Pokemon video, chat. Because Pokemon's still a new game, and the earlier I upload videos, the better, because the game's hyped or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, we'll find somebody to raid. We'll pay it forward though. Nice to finally meet you. You too. Again, I really appreciate the raid. Oh yeah, we need to remember to actually shout out people when they raid. I feel like we always forget that's a feature. Or maybe you guys did it earlier and it just doesn't pop up in the chat client I use. Alright, who to raid? Let's raid Red Falcon. They're doing Mario Odyssey. Give them some love. I don't raid them often. They don't stream super often though, so. Or at least they don't stream when I'm ending. Yeah, they're doing something in Odyssey. Again, thanks as always for the support. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe it'll be shiny hunting and Pokemon. Or maybe it'll be, maybe I'll finally do the If I Say Mario challenge thing. I keep going back and forth on that. Because I do basically have it all set up. We'll see though. I don't know. Bye.